Hi, it's Nadia here. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a lariat necklace. This one is an adjustable one with a slider bead. So it's great, effective. You can make it for anyone, make it quickly, and it looks very professional. So let's get started. Let's have a quick run through the materials and tools I'm going to be using, but I will list them all in the box below. Round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, flush cutters, bent nose pliers. For materials, I've got 1 meter of fine chain, a slider, a selection of beads, and some pins. You will need a ruler as well. Let's have a quick look at the sliders. The sliders are what makes this necklace adjustable. They're a brass ring with a rubber insert, and when you put the chain through it, it stops where you want it, and this will become more apparent when I use it. They come in all plating colors, so you can match them to your chain. For your beads, you will need between 20 to 30 beads for this particular necklace. Choose large ones, small ones, and beads with a lot of variety. It will make your necklace more interesting. So start off by selecting your beads and putting them on your pins. I've selected 10 large beads and 12 small beads. I've put them on pins and I've just bent them, ready to cut and loop. Some of my larger beads, I've put 2 on 1 pin to create more interest. And next, I'll get them ready to put on the chain. If you need a reminder on how to cut and loop, I'm going to put a link for you at the top of the page. When you've finished pinning and looping your beads, remember that if you're using long pins like mine, keep the offcuts and use them to make eye pins. I will put a link at the top to show you how to do this and how you can use them. You'll also need a couple of the offcuts to help you put the chain through the slider bead. To put the chain through the slider bead, use a small piece of wire or an offcut from your pin. Put it through the last link of the chain and then just bend it over to keep it closed. I'm just giving it a little squeeze so it's not too wide. And I'm going to put it through my bead and pull my bead onto the chain. Then I'm just going to remove this little piece of wire and I'm going to put it through the other side of the chain. I'm going to take the other end of my chain, the last link, and put it on that small piece of wire again. Just give it a little squeeze to keep it in place and make sure that it can go through your slider bead. And again, making sure it's going in the same direction, just put it into the slider bead and pull it. And then just remove that little bit of wire. Both chain ends are now through the slider bead. I'm just going to adjust them before I start putting the beads on. And as you can see, the slider goes up and down effortlessly, but it will stop and stay exactly where you leave it. I'm going to measure 15 centimeters on one side and 13 centimeters on the other, because I think a lariat is more interesting when the ends are not even. So the main shape of my lariat is now ready. To bead it, I'm going to put 2 big beads at the bottom. So choose the ones that are the biggest or that you find the most interesting. Space out the rest of the big beads along the chain first, and then fill in the gaps with the smaller beads. So work it out just before you start applying the beads into the chain. When you have an idea, a good idea of how your finished design is going to look, you can start applying the beads to the chain. And you do this by opening your loops. So remember, when you open a loop, always open it forwards or backwards. I'm going to do the bottom one first. So through the last link of my chain, and then I push it back to close it. And I'll do the same on the other side. I've finished putting the large beads, spacing them out on my chains. The side that was longer will have 1 extra large bead in it and 2 extra small beads in it to make up for the length. So now I can start filling in the little gaps with my small beads. I've finished putting all my beads, so my lariat is ready. It's very easy to space them out if you start with the big ones and then put the little ones in. And now you can just place it over your neck, so have it fully open, and then if you want, you can shorten it and change the whole feel of your lariat. Don't forget that the slider that you use has to be the right size for the chain, and then it will be effortless. And of course, you can use the same slider on a bracelet. You don't just have to use it on a necklace, so you can easily make an adjustable bracelet. But make sure that you don't pull it all the way to this end, as it might come out. But it's very elegant and very easy to use. So enjoy making it and wearing it. Leave some comments in the box below. We love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you for my next project.